Hello, my name is Roxanne Hudak, and today I am presenting the Japanese Typhoon Prediction Model Project Training Plan, and this is for PMGT 612. Today we are combining what we've learned in Part 1, 2, and 3 of our training plan presentation series. This presentation is accumulation of those 3 plans. Our objectives today is to discuss executive summary and the reason for the training plan. We'll also go over the training schedule, which involves Block 1 and Block 2, cultural preparedness, and then the evaluation process. Executive summary. The aim and purpose of this training plan is to educate project managers on the goals of the organization in relation to conducting business in Japan. The formulation of our strategy for conducting business in Japan is derived from understanding the political, social, business, and cultural environments. This training plan is to prepare our project team for working with the Japanese for our Typhoon Prediction Model project. Typhoons have a disastrous effect on many countries, including Japan, and our aim is to create a model that is better at predicting their time of impact and where they make landfall. If successful, our project can save millions of lives and dollars for many countries all over the world. We like our employees to take cultural training because of this need for the project to be successful. Working with the Japanese is an important part of this project, and therefore it is important to make sure we work well together. If you remember from the previous presentations, we started our business management approach with a scorecard. To reiterate, Japan scored fairly well in the cultural environment, which is the focus of a lot of this training. However, one category scored yellow is the equal rights opportunities. Japan is very homogeneous and might not see individual differences as much as American culture. This can lead to people who are different not having the same opportunities. This is important to remember in a business setting because you do not want to stick out in your appearance. Wear solid dark color suits and blend in with Japanese businessmen and women. You can also see that Japan scored low on freedom of expression. We do want to hear your creative ideas in the business meeting, but just be respectful when you deliver them. The training will be broken into 2 blocks. We have hired contractors who have experience in teaching Japanese business culture to teach the lectures and engage in the simulations. Some of them have been working in Japan for many years and have seen many Americans make mistakes. They are here to talk about their experience and make sure we don't make the same mistakes. The first block will be a classroom setting where we discuss culture through lectures, readings, and interactive discussion. At the end of class each day, there will be a homework assignment. Normally, this will be a reading to help you prepare for the next day's course material. We only have a finite time to get the project team up to speed, so preparing for class is essential. In Block 1, we will discuss the 4 environments to focus our training towards: the social environment, political, cultural, and business. We will tie in how each one of these affects the business culture and give specific examples that will relate to our Typhoon Prediction Model project. The second block is the practical block. This is where the project team members get to show what they have learned in Block 1 during a highly realistic simulations. Each person will get to experience a Japanese business meeting, from the greetings and business card exchange to the project pitch and questions at the end. After the simulation, the player will be debriefed on how well they did and what they can be improved on. Each person will also get to practice their Japanese cultural skills during an interactive business lunch or dinner. Just like the first simulation, there will be a debrief at the end to discuss areas of improvement. The simulation portion is essential to develop muscle memory in Japanese culture. Employees will learn more by doing than just sitting in the classroom for 2 weeks. Japanese culture is very different than American culture, so it is important to understand these differences before you engage in business with a Japanese businessman or woman. If proper protocol is not maintained, you may offend your Japanese counterpart and ruin the business relationship. It is critical to maintain a positive relationship with our Japanese project members in order to guarantee a successful project. The Japanese culture is based on mutual respect. Sometimes as Americans, we can be aggressive, but this is one way to be very offensive to the Japanese businessman or woman. Respect must be shown during all phases of the business meeting, but first impressions are critical. During the training plan, we will discuss how to show respect during the greeting, gift giving, and the exchange of business cards, as well as how to conduct yourself through the entirety of a business meeting. Another important part of the training plan is conflict management. It is inevitable that there will be conflict during the project, whether it is business related or cultural differences. Keep in mind that we as Americans deal with conflict differently than the Japanese. Remember, they are a culture based on respect, so even if you feel heated about a conflict, never break your professionalism and always offer respect. The Japanese are not just thinking about being a one-time business partners, but rather are forming a long-term relationship with you. And for that reason, it is important to try and approach conflict quietly and peacefully. Also, to keep the long-term relationship alive, every effort should be made to find resolution for the conflict. Evaluation of the training program is dependent upon trainee and instructor feedback. The trainee program recognizes that trainees will have a varying base of knowledge prior to enrollment in this course. The pretest results will analyze the differentiation and provide data for future training program adjustments. Some employees may have already worked in Japan for previous projects, so their feedback will be the medium to measure the training program effectiveness. Also, during the project, trainees will be asked how much the training prepared them for working in Japan and what they felt weak on. The project manager is responsible to provide the best training, so soliciting advice from the project team is important. The purpose of this training plan is to prepare project managers for conducting business in Japan to ensure project success of the typhoon early warning model. This project for improving typhoon forecasts is designed to understand and quantify the advantages of atmospheric models to improve typhoon predictions. Global models provide fundamental information for operational weather forecasting at a daily, weekly, and seasonal timescales. The aim of the project is to statistically quantify and understand the advantages of these atmospheric models to improve track, intensity, and wind forecasts. This will have real-world advantages for evacuation notices and landfall predictions, which can save millions of dollars and countless lives. Japan is a global leader with a strong background in technology and a desire to better predict typhoons. This training plan will provide guidance on how to conduct strategic and business management in Japan, as well as technical project management, leadership, and cultural preparedness.